everybody, it's Alex and I'm back with another couple of quick wig reviews. So I wanted to show you all the wigs that I got from Tik Tok Shop from Lady Grayy. I got 2 wigs from Lady Grayy, and then they sent me this bonus kind of goodie bag. So I want to show you all that. These were done really well for synthetic wigs for, I see so many people get these synthetic wigs from Amazon that I'm not quite sure about. I did just review a human hair wig that I got from Amazon, which I was really surprised with the quality. Lady Grayy, what I liked about their wigs is all the wigs that they reviewed were heat safe. So I have the, possibility to use heat tools on them, or at least, like a airbrush. And I always look for that. I feel like the heat safe fibers are always a little bit less shiny, a little bit more believable, especially for me being a person of color. So I tend to gravitate more towards the heat friendly wigs. I do have a few that are not heat friendly, which I still consider beautiful. I usually add dry shampoo to those to cut down on the shine though. So this is the bags that they came in. This is Grayy USA, and they only ship to within the USA. So make sure, I know I did see several Lady Grayy sites on TikTok, so I don't know if they're different. I don't know if maybe there's one that ships international and there's one that ships in the USA, but this was specifically Lady Grayy USA. And so there's a little how-to card and little thanks for shopping with them. They do have in the bag a wig cap. And this, I don't know if you've ever seen these. This is those little spiral ones. You pull it up and then you spiral it around and then you bring it back down on your head, and it's quite a bit of coverage. I've never used them, but I've seen them used a number of times. And then they have this border which keeps the wig secure, just like some of the more expensive wigs that we see. And they actually did also give me a knit, which I always like. And just everything to keep it nice and secure. This one, let me show you the cap. I love this color. I absolutely love this color. Okay, so they have like a fake scalp situation going on up here for the part, but for the most part, it's just an open wefted cap, which I always like to look for just because I tend to overheat quite a bit. This does have an extended nape on this one, which I really like. I'm not a huge fan of these bra strap adjusters, but I will deal with it because I think I may have paid about $40 for both these wigs, and then they sent me that bonus goodie bag, so I'm really not going to complain at all. So you see that little fake scalp portion on the cap, and that is for this part. So I thought it was pretty neat. I don't usually do the fake scalp too often, but it's nice to have it up there in case anybody's looking at the top of my head. Okay, so I'm going to I pretty much already adjusted these the way I wanted, but I forgot to get my wig ribs, so that may change. So as I said, I've been having headaches. For me, I do have a petite average cap size. My circumference is 21.5 inches, but my other 2 measurements are petite, so usually I have to tighten everything when I get it. And this, I've been having headaches, so where I went with the wig grip, it was a little loose, but it's been enough for me just because I've been having headaches, or otherwise I would cinch it into the max. So I did not, okay, let's do this now that I think about it. I didn't get the wig grip that I normally wear, but in this Lady Grayy goodie bag, they did send me a wig grip, so you know I am in love with them now. So I have that. They also sent this little mini flat iron. Can you believe it? For like 40 bucks for 2 wigs and a mini flat iron and a wig grip. I mean, I was like, they sent me like 8 or 9 of these wig caps, which is like the coolest. The way they're packaged and everything is so cute. And then they sent me this wig stand that I am currently keeping my human hair wig on. This was in the goodie bag too, so they were not skimping at all on their goodie bag. I was so surprised by how much stuff they had in there. So let me use the wig grip from my goodie bag. I'm gonna open it because it is secured rather well. Okay. When I saw that, I was just so pleased because I always need a wig grip. I'm just so paranoid about my wig slipping off that it's just something I have to have. Okay, so now that we have that on, again, I grab by the back toward the nape. Use the ear taps to kind of shift around my head, and then I bring that nape portion over the wig grip just to keep everything more secure. I make sure it's right under that wig grip, and then use the ear taps the rest of the way to just make sure it's adjusted. Now, for this one, did I cut? I can't remember for this one. No, I didn't cut the bangs for this one. No, I think I started to because they were, I thought, a little bit long for me. But I found that you can kind of move them a little bit, so I didn't want to cut them, I think, because I found that I could live with them the way they were if I kind of comb them back. Yeah. Now, I did comb through this. I haven't really noticed any shedding, which is always a great thing. And I love this color. I've been wanting a purple or a lavender wig for a while, and I never seem to shop for them at the right time. Either they're sold out of the color I want, or something's going on. It's too, usually what happens is, like I liked a lot of those purple color bell tress wigs, but they were way too long for me or too voluminous for me. I am not a big fan of high density wigs, and so that will, even if I like the color, sometimes if it's too much length and too much density, that will turn me off pretty quickly. That heat intolerance is just something that I have to live with. As I said, I'm 50, but then I also have Graves' disease, and so that kind of gives me an inability to moderate my body temperature. So I could go from being like really, really freezing to burning up in the, span of like 20-30 minutes. So it really changes often. So that's usually why I do like short hair on me. I think short hair looks really nice on me. But one of the other reasons I wear a lot of shorter wigs is because I have such a heat intolerance from the Graves and, probably from the fact that I'm 50 now. But I think for a synthetic wig that I got on TikTok, this is so cute. I love this. I ran out to show my mother this when I got this because I just been wanting a color like this for so long. So I have a neutral skin tone, but I tend to run more neutral cool. And so even though I really like reds, I think that these tones look a lot better on me than some of the red or more brassy wigs. I just don't feel like they go with my skin tone all that well sometimes. I did get a red, of course. The red was the other color that I got for these wigs, but I think this is beautiful. I think this is so gorgeous. I can't wait to wear this out somewhere. I understand that some people may feel I'm too old for this, and they can, you know, troll me all they want to, but I think this is beautiful. Now this is heat safe, so if anything, what I may do is just with one of the airbrushes, just kind of curl my bangs in a little bit so that I won't have to keep pulling them out of my face. But I really don't want to cut the bangs on this one. I did cut the bangs on the red one, but this one, I just don't really want to have to do that. I think she's perfect the way she is. So if anything, maybe even a little hairspray. Maybe I won't curl it because I like the way that they lay. So maybe I'll just use a bit of hairspray. Neat trick, if you use just a little comb, like a little rat tail comb, and you spray that with hairspray, that'll keep the hair from being too caked up in your bangs, because nobody wants that. Nobody wants flakes or anything, big white flakes when they've got their wigs or when they've got their hair or anything. Nobody wants to, you know, right in your bang area for anybody to see any big honking white flakes from the product you're using. So that's a trick you can use. If you take a little comb, maybe not a rat tail, because I'm not sure a rat tail will be good for your wig, but take a comb, something that's a little loose in the teeth where you know it won't damage anything on your wig. Just spray it with hairspray and then rake the comb through your bangs, and that should keep you from getting too much, you know, caked up product in that area. But as much as I don't want to, let's take this one off. Let's take this one off so I can show you the other. This is my favorite. I thought the red one was gonna be my favorite. This is my favorite. I love this. I've wanted a color like this for so long. Okay, so this is the other one. Came packaged the same way. Same border and everything to keep it secure. This one came with a normal kind of wig cap. Or did it? No, this I think may have been in the goodie bag. This is the kind of caps they were including, which these are really good. These that you kind of spiral around your head, these are great if you do actually have hair, and if you do still have a lot of hair left. This is good because it wraps around on that hair, you twist it, and then you bring it down, so it kind of keeps all that hair flattened to your head more so than a normal wig cap. Let's take the net off, this red one, and I'll show you what I got. This one, same type of cap, fake scalp, just in that area where the part is. And the rest of it, again, is open wefted. This one, the only thing that I didn't like is that it didn't have that extended nape, because I always look for that, because that's what I put under the wig band to help cinch it. So because this one does not have that, then I'm gonna sew in a comb. You don't want to put them where the adjusters are, because this is, you see, you can tell I really had a headache because this is not even cinched in. But to the point under that, where it's close to the actual hair, I will probably sew a comb, because I don't want to disturb that. I want to be able to cinch it in as much as possible when I need to, but then I also want to make sure that on days when I can't, you know, tolerate it, that I have the ability to loosen those. So this really pretty color, as you can see, it's darker on the ends. I really love that when they were showing this on the site. I love this Lady Grayy site because when you're in the sale, they're trying on the wigs, so you get to actually see how the wigs look on someone before you order them. So I think that's just great. I love their little shop. Look at that. Look at how pretty that is. You all know I love reds, even though they may not look the best on me. Neutral skin tones I can kind of get away with a lot, but I think since I leaned a little bit more neutral, cool, I can't always pull off the reds. It really depends on what shade of red it is. Okay, so this. Let me try as best I can to secure over that wig band, the wig grip. You can tell I really haven't done anything with these yet because I haven't even sewn in that comb yet. Okay, so I'm going to adjust it now. This one, for some reason, I feel like the cap is a little bit bigger than the purple one. The purple one. Maybe just because of that extended nape. Maybe that just helps me so much. That's the reason why. But this, really for both of these, for not, you know, real big name brand wigs, these I thought were great. They're not like too incredibly big on my head. I didn't have to do any ruching with these. Well, not quite ruching. These you can actually, I've only done this once to a wig, but you can, if it's too incredibly big on your head, you can actually cut out some of those dividers for the wefting and sew them closer together. But I've only done that with one wig so far in an effort to save it because it was just too incredibly big on me. But I don't like altering them if I don't have to. So these I did cut a little bit. This one was just too much for me, so I did cut. Too long for me. I don't usually wear bangs, or haven't for many, many years. I don't think when you're, or at least for me, since I've been older, I don't feel they're quite as cute on me. So if it's a side swept, I can do it, but I don't want bangs right in my face. So, see, I think that looks okay. Better than those straight. I can't do the straight bangs, I just can't do it. So this one, what I would probably do, probably should have done this already, is take a little hairspray on that comb again and just kind of fix them to the side with the hairspray. I don't really like using hairspray on synthetic fibers. I don't like using too much on synthetic fibers, but I can always get something that's made for synthetic fibers. Isn't she pretty? Look at that, she's really pretty. Even though, like I said, for me, I don't know how well I pull off reds, but I think she's cute. I definitely think that purple looked prettier on me. But this will work. I just love red. My grandpa was a redhead, and on him it looked cute, but I think my skin tone may be just a little bit more cool than his was. And another thing is I don't have a light eye color. My grandpa had green eyes. So for him, of course, the red hair worked. He had green eyes and freckles. So for him, it was, you know, looked normal. But for me, with my dark eyes, sometimes I think they're too dark for red hair. But I don't know. I think, especially with the dark tips, I think that changes things for me. The darker root and then the dark tips, I think, make it more manageable for me, more believable for me. I think it makes it easier for me to rock this red. So I do like it. I do like both of these wigs very much. Now there is still a light shine coming off of them, even though they're supposed to be heat safe. But you know me, I'm like the dry shampoo queen. So if anything, if I feel that these are too shiny before I wear them out, I will just lightly dust them with some dry shampoo. Other people say you can put powder on your wigs. I haven't tried that yet. I prefer the dry shampoo. It's easier for me and it doesn't get everywhere. So I just put dry shampoo and then just kind of brush through it, and it's always worked for me. But I hope you guys like these. Again, this was my first purchase from TikTok actually. And this is Lady Grayy. And you can go to www.ladygrayywigs, and that's with 2 Y's, ladygrayywigs.com. I have not checked that out yet because I have to kind of slow my roll because I don't want to be in the hole financially because I will spend a lot of money on wigs if I'm allowed to. So I will check out their site and maybe see what I want in the future. I just make a wish list, guys. I find that's the best way to go about, buying my wigs because I'm not independently wealthy. I do work a job. So I make a wish list for my wigs. So I'm going to have to make a wish list for Lady Grayy's website. But those flash sales, the flash sales are what they have on TikTok. And they are dangerous. I'm not gonna lie to you. They are really, really dangerous, but I saw some really pretty styles there, so I definitely recommend that you check them out. If I get any more from there, I will definitely review them for you all. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Please like and subscribe. That will really help me. I'm trying to eventually get to the point where I can get people to sponsor these wigs and, do some promotional stuff, do some partnerships. So you all helping me get to my goal with that, with subscribers and followers, will definitely help me in that vein. It'll help me get more products for you all that I can review. So please, please, please like, subscribe. If you're on TikTok or Instagram, like and follow. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you. Bye-bye.